Do you ever feel like you're stuck on the sidelines of life? Like you see other people out there having fun playing the game of life, but you're just stuck on the sidelines? You're just stuck at home, feeling sad and lonely, not knowing what to do, or even not feeling motivated to go hang out with your friends? Do you feel like things that used to be fun aren't fun anymore? And you don't know why? You don't know what happened? You should know. Like you should know. It's your life, right? Is it your job? Is it your relationships? Is it COVID? Like what happened? What changed? Are you looking in the mirror like, who am I? What is this all about? What happened to the fun of life? Well, I can tell you right now, it's not your fault, and I can tell you how to get out of it. Keep watching. I'm Rena, your confidence coach, and I'm going to show you today how to get back into the game of life. That's right. Thank you for watching. We're going to talk a little bit about how to get more pleasure and enjoyment out of life through subconscious healing. You see, it's not your fault. Your brain has been programmed by society to believe that you should fit into the molds that are preset. But the truth is, you are not supposed to be in any box. Your soul came to this earth beautiful and perfect and expansive and ready to grow. Is your soul growing right now? Or is it feeling trapped? If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're feeling trapped in the box that society has set out, and our brain says we must categorize things because that's what makes sense. So your brain categorizes and puts you in one or many of those categories. When your soul needs to grow and love life again, and you're stuck in a category, that's why you feel stuck in life. That's why you feel stuck. We can get you unstuck. This is the good news. That is why you feel trapped. That's why things aren't fun anymore. It's not you. It's not your fault. In fact, it's the opposite. It's because you were meant for more than this. You were not meant to be in a box. And I'm here to offer you a hand to get you out of that box. Take a look around you and decide what you want most in life. Go get it. Are you ready to get out of the box? Are you ready to jump off of the hamster wheel and open the cage and look around like, oh yeah, there's a whole world out here. Why did I think I had to keep running on this hamster wheel? Why did I think I had to confine myself to this box? Not your fault. It's your programming. It's your subconscious programming. And you just keep doing it and keep doing it because that's what your brain was programmed to do. Can a computer do things it wasn't programmed to do? No, you got to install new software. You got to do updates. It's time for your update. That's all you got to do. And you could be back in the game of life, and you could be back enjoying the things and even finding new things and new pleasure and joy in life. And it's really that simple. This is what I offer you. I'm Rena, your confidence coach, and I work with subconscious healing to change the programming in your mind, the programming that controls 95% of your life. So without even realizing it, without even thinking about it, subconsciously, unconsciously, in the back of your mind, all those words, your brain is controlling you. And it's telling you what you should do based on these categories that you find yourself in, that you think you're supposed to behave the way a person behaves, thinks, and talks who is in that category. So who are you? You are a beautiful soul. You're not this category. We're here to get you out of that and back into who you were born to be, back before your brain was programmed like a computer. And we do that through subconscious healing. The good news is neuroscience has taught us that we can change your brain. It's called neuroplasticity. We can absolutely change your brain, but your brain's not going to do it by itself. It's like if you are going to get in the car and you want to go buy some food, cook dinner, but you don't know how to drive a car. You don't know where the grocery store is. You don't even know the ingredients you need, but you just get in it and start like driving around, crashing into things, hoping you're going to find a grocery store. And luckily you end up like at a 7-Eleven. You're like, oh my gosh, something. You leave with a bag of chips. Like, I'm not going to starve now. That wasn't what you set out to do. You need to learn how to drive the car. You need to know where you're going and you need to know the ingredients. This is your life. We got to figure out where you're going and what you need and what you want to do when you get there. What are you going to buy? This gets you in the game of life. If you're just bumbling around, if you're just driving this car around, hoping that you're going to run into the right grocery store that has the right ingredients to make the food that you want to make, it may or may not happen. See, not all of us were born with a lovely grocery store down the street. Some of us were. Some of us weren't. And some of us have a hard time finding that grocery store that has the right ingredients that we want. Some of us don't even know what we want to cook. Some of us don't know how to cook. We have all of these different things to juggle. None of those are going to fit in a box. So why should you? You should not be in the box. See, I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn to get out of the box. But I had someone to help me the same way I can help you. And once we get you out of the box, we can retrain your brain and show it the way. We can show it the way. We can advise your brain which way to turn, where to go, how to find that grocery store, and we can cook you a beautiful meal. We can make you a beautiful life. I know because I've been in the box. I've been in the box so many times. Sometimes I don't realize that I'm putting myself back in a box because it's just what my brain does. But luckily, I know how to do subconscious healing. So anytime something comes up, I'm like, oh, I know how to work on that. I'm going to go through the love process. I'm going to write it down, and we're going to work through this so that I can be free to live the life I love and enjoy my life. See, I was stuck in a box for so many years. I didn't even realize I was in a box. I was thinking that I was doing what I was supposed to do. I thought. And then I learned this amazing truth from a motivational speaker one day. And he said, you can't believe everything you think. And my mind just went, you can't believe everything you think. I started to question everything. Why do I think this? Why do I think that? Why do I put myself in this box? What am I doing here? Why do I treat myself like I am the lowest? Put everyone else ahead. Why do I not prioritize my own happiness? Well, I thought that's what you're supposed to do when you're a wife and a mother. You put yourself last. You take care of everyone else first. Have you ever felt that way? I felt that way. And I was struggling. I was crying myself to sleep at night because it was not the life I wanted. It was not the relationship I wanted. Things were not heading a direction I wanted. The future didn't look good. And I was crying a lot. I was crying myself to sleep every night. I was crying during the day. It was a lot of crying. And I found myself working with a therapist. And this therapist changed my life. Plug for therapy. Go to therapy. Thank you, therapists, for changing our minds. For getting us started. For getting me out of that box. I was in this box. My box was like so battered and abused, but I never saw the outside of the box. I didn't see myself. I was inside. I was too busy inside, crouching down, fitting myself into this box. You wouldn't have even recognized me because I was in a battered old box. I was the abused wife hiding in the shadows, back in the corner. I wasn't me. I didn't know who I was. And luckily, I went to a therapist, and I was meeting with the therapist, and she saw me. She saw through the box, and she saw me in there. And she started to rip away at the box, and she ripped a little tear in the box, and she shoved this thing in there, this little paper. She shoved it in there. She broke through. And when I got out of the box, I could finally see I got out of the matrix. I got off the hamster wheel. I got out of the cage. And I could see all the boxes that we were in. And I was given this gift that I could see. That's what makes me a great teacher. I can see my students' potential. I can see without judgment. Do you want to know what it was? Do you want to know what the little paper was? It was a business card. Remember business cards? Little papers? And I'm sitting across her desk and she slides, this big desk, she slides the business card all the way over to me. She says, Rena, take this. That's how she got in my box. It wasn't her business card. Do you know what kind of business card it was? It was a business card for people like me. It was a card for a shelter for abused women. A battered women's shelter where you could take kids. And I was like, what is this paper doing shoved in my box? Push it back, slide it back. I don't need this. I have a place to live. What do I need to go to a shelter for? I have a home. She said, Rena, just take it in case you need it. And I said, I don't need it. It's not that bad. And she said, Rena, listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying. And that's how she ripped the box. Because I didn't see myself in the box. I didn't know I was in the box. She said, Rena, I don't want to see you again. And I was like, what? I don't want to see you again. Because listen to what you're saying. Do you hear what you just said to me? You just said it's not that bad. I don't want you to come back here again next week or next month and say, it's not that bad. He only hit me twice today. I mean, yesterday he hit me 5 times. So, it's not that bad. I realized she could see me when I couldn't even see myself, because I really thought it wasn't that bad. That was the lie I was telling myself. That was the story that I told myself to keep myself sane, that it wasn't that bad. Other people are abused worse. I took the card. I never went to the shelter, but I left because of her. And when I called to cancel my next appointment, I don't remember how long it was before before I actually left. But it was recent. Things escalated after that. And once I got out of the box and realized how bad things were, it helped me too. And I called her up to cancel my appointment because I left. I was gone. She said, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so thankful to her that she got me out of the box. And this is my gift. When I got out, I could see more than I ever saw before. Somehow, I can see. I can see all of your invisible boxes. And I'm happy to help you get out of that box, because I know how bad it feels when you're in it. And I know how liberating it feels when you're out, and that you don't want to go back in it again. I don't want you to go back in it again. I'll be like my therapist. I don't want to see you in that box anymore. I want to see you back in the game. I want to see you having fun. I want to see you enjoying life and creating a life that you love. This is my gift to share with you. This is my gift to the world. This is the gift I've been giving students all the years since then. gift of encouragement, of seeing their potential and helping them to reach it. And I know the tools. I have the tools. I know the exercises and the repetitions to go through to make you stronger, to build that brain, to give you the results that you want. So you're not just driving around hoping that you'll run into the right thing, the right place, the right person, the right time. No, we can actually build it. We can build a life you love. We can change your brain, change your life. Getting out of that box is just the beginning. The next step, keep going. Keep those repetitions, going to the gym of your mind. If not with me, with someone, a coach can help you. Think about how different it would be if I just went to the gym, jogged on the treadmill, or if I worked with a coach to specifically help me for my needs. So I could breathe at night. So I wouldn't have to wear a machine to breathe because I had sleep apnea. I had no idea I had sleep apnea, by the way. That was a shock out of the blue. But sometimes it takes a major life event for us to prioritize ourselves. So don't wait for a major life event. Don't wait for a death of a loved one, divorce, tragedy to strike you, to make you realize that you need to prioritize yourself, and you will pay whatever it takes, and you will put in the time because you are worth it. I believe in you. I know that you are meant for more, that you are meant for a happy life. And I am here for you. I am here to encourage you and to help you along the way. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you next video. Bye.